This is Jenny O, y'all with nuggets and things. Today we want to just share a few moments of some laughter, and even though you're laughing, you still know it's true, right? You know it's true. Um, I was talking to my daughter the other day. She had brought her, I'm going to say boyfriend around, right? Because I don't know what they call them no more. My friend, somebody I'm talking to. I don't know. When I was coming as my boyfriend. So she brought a boyfriend over to meet me for the first time. And when I went outside, I saw him coming around the corner. Immediately, I said, I like him. I like him. He has some serious good energy. That makes a difference to me. I don't care how you look. I don't care how you disguise that outer form. I want to dig down in that soul. I want to see what that soul's about, right? And he had some sweet energy, and I just like, ooh, fell in love with him immediately, right? And so when he came in, we sat down, we talked. He said, we done had dinner and everything. He said, well, your daughter already told me what she already gave me what I can do and can't do at your house. I said, really? So what did she tell you about me? Because my children have this thing. If they're going to invite somebody to meet me for the first time, they already, they lay it down. Look, this, you can't do this now. Don't be saying this. Don't be cussing around my mama. Don't be. So I'm like, okay, what she tell you? Well, she told me I had to answer you, yes, ma'am. Do not be saying, uh-huh. I said, okay. He said, and I couldn't be cussing. I said, okay. So, he's talking to me while he's talking to me. I said, so that means you do a lot of cussing, huh? So now you got to, refrain from that, right? So anyway, I'm laughing, right? And I'm like, okay, this is what it is. And so we had an awesome, dinner and everything. And my mind just went back. It's amazing to me. And I know it is to you too, right? When you build, a facade or, you build a way for yourself that people start knowing you for who you are, right? And once they know you for who you are, if they want to respect you, they're going to come that way. They're going to come correct, in the respect area. So ain't no need you coming to visit somebody, out of pocket. Don't be coming to visit somebody, you ain't. That ain't cool, right? And so, when he left, he was like, he was glad he came by, and I was so glad he showed up because I enjoyed him. It was really nice, meeting somebody, that my daughter, had met, and she was happy. And I tell my children, I don't care who you meet, I don't care who you choose in your life, as long as they make you happy. If you're happy, I'm happy. That's all that matters to me. Your happiness. I want you happy. I want you in a relationship that's going to be healthy for you. And if it's healthy, you're going to be happy. Right? Uh, which took me back, to one of my other daughters, when she was married. And they was at my house, I was having dinner, whatever. I'm taking my nap. And everybody knows when I'm taking my nap, I need it quiet. I want it quiet when I'm taking my nap. So my room is going to be quiet. If you're going to be in the front room, I don't care about you watching TV. You can do whatever you want to do, but just keep it quiet, right? Just keep it down so I can sleep. Don't mess with my nap. And anyway, her and her husband at the time were in the other bedroom. I'm sleeping. And I hear this voice get loud, right? And I'm just a male voice in the house, and it's getting loud. And I'm like, wait a minute now. I said, oh. First of all, you don't woke me up. That's one. Now you're getting loud in my house at my daughter, right? And he messed around, and he called my daughter stupid or something. I said, what? I said, let me get out of this bed. And I get up and I go around, open my door, go around that corner. And he's sitting there, he's mad, he's puffed up, And my daughter's over there, her head's down. She about crying and stuff, right? And I looked at him. I said, hey, I said, what's all this howling for, right? Yeah, because I said, first of all, you ain't talking to her. I said, so don't, lower that tone and check that voice, okay? Because you ain't talking to her now. He said, well, I was trying. I said, hold on. I said, first of all, I said, you better never come in my house and be calling my daughter out of her name. That ain't the name she got. It's not on her birth certificate. Don't you ever call her that ever again. I said, you don't be calling my daughter stupid, dumb, crazy, whatever. You married her. I said, so what it say about you? I said, don't you ever come to my house and call my daughter out her name. I said, ever again. Am I clear? And he was like, I said, excuse me? Yes, ma'am. I said, okay. I said, now we own that subject. Since we own that subject. I said, now, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong. Based on the information I got, I said, now them classes you were taking at school, let's go over them for a few minutes. I said, don't be trying to check my baby. I said, not them classes I heard you was in that school. Don't let me read, honey. Don't let me read you. I said, honey, hush. I said, because I knows you, okay? I said, don't let me. I said, I'm not trying to open your book up, but don't. I said, now, but you keep talking, I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to turn some pages, okay? I said, so don't do that no more. I said, now, what you choose to do in your home is one thing, but you in my house. You're going to respect the house, and you're going to respect the atmosphere. We got peace up in here. I said, you raising your voice to wake me out my sleep and calling my child out her name? I said, that's a no-go. Ever. Okay? And he said, he asked me, and then he had that face frowned up, right? I said, and I know you ain't trying to get huffy with me. He's, no, I'm not. Oh, no, I said, I hope not. Then my daughter said, now she done got some guts from somewhere because her mama done stood up, right? She done got some guts from somewhere. So now she says, that's why I'm tired of this. I don't want to be with you no way. She just gets, I said, oh, calm it down, because you can't stay here. You can't stay here, girl. Don't go show no, because I'm standing here. I said, I couldn't hear you say nothing when I was in that room. I said, you need to be silent now. Don't you go show no, because look, you got to go home with him. I said, because you married him. You going home with him. I said, so don't go, getting all boozy all of a sudden now because I'm standing here. That ain't going to work. I said, And then he said, I was just trying to say, I said, whatever you trying to say, you in a room. I said, what you trying to say to her should never have crossed into my room. So apparently you was not saying it at a tone that she and you need to be discussing. I said, so, right? And, so he already know. Because one of my son-in-laws, he tell my daughter all the time, you just like your mama. I said, what that mean? He overheating my dinner. What that mean when he say that? You just like your mama. What? I said, girl, is he always complimenting you like that? Girl, that is awesome. I said, I know what he trying to say. Yeah, because she's sassy. She's sassy. All day. And look. And so, I'm gonna tell all my secrets, honey. Look, it's my day today. And then my same son-in-law, the other one, he said, one day, we had a flood. I think it was 2016, maybe 2016, 2017. It was a flood we had. Anyway, they couldn't get home because there was a flood. They couldn't drive on the road. The car had, had some problems. So he had to put his truck in the shop. And they had to stay with me because he worked close to where I lived. So anyway, I said, okay, y'all can stay with me, until the water, goes down and then y'all can get back to your house, which is fine. This is my daughter and her husband. I'm good, right? I had enough room in my house. They'll be upstairs. I'm cool. Everything is good for me. Now, he had to use one of my vehicles because his was in the shop. And I said, look, you can use my car. I ain't got a problem with you using it. I said, but this is what we're going to do. If it has a flat tire, anything happens while you're using my car, I expect for you to fix it. because you using it, right? He said, oh, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I said, okay, no problem. I said, man, number two. And now look, I put this all on it. I texted this information first. I texted him. I said, you can use my car, but these are my stipulations. I texted because then it's my contract because I'm a businesswoman. I'm a businesswoman. I had them receipts. I said, next, when it's time for you to bring my car back, two things you got to do. Number one, you're going to have my car clean, inside and out. That's one. Number two, my tank needs to be on full. I said, that's to say, thank you for letting me use your car while yours was down. Which I thought was, it's reasonable to me, right? Because shoot, daggone, somebody let me use that car and they ain't charging me like the daggone rental companies are. And they're going to let you use that vehicle, go wherever you want to go. All you got to do is those few things, right? He said, okay. He agreed, right, on the text. I said, you agree? Say, okay. He said, okay. That's my contract, right? So anyway, give or take, maybe it might have been a whole month, at least 3 weeks, they was in my house, And he worked during the day. She worked in the afternoon. But he come home from work. I got dinner already done. He coming in, cleaning up and everything, and he going to the table, he eating. And then, so he thought he was slick. But look, I don't miss nothing. I'm sitting in the den, but I see everything in the kitchen. So I'm sitting in the den, and I see him, he get his plate, they go into the dining room to eat. And then I see her come back and get some more food. And I know she don't eat like that. So I know he was sending her back to get some more food. So he getting seconds, which is still cool for me. I don't care. Because I don't like a lot of leftovers. If everybody's ready to eat, my house is full. I got plenty of food. I'm cooking. It's cool. He getting get the sodas out the refrigerator, getting more than one. And I'm paying attention now. I ain't saying nothing because I'm cool with it, right? I'm paying attention. But now I'm saying, look at here. Because I'm old school. My deity taught me, you don't live nowhere for free. Nowhere. That's why, I got some of my own. But anyway, I'm saying, look, y'all staying with me, you eating every day, taking lunch to work and everything. I said, when you get paid on Friday, go to the grocery store and buy some food and, that you like to eat. And, maybe tap a couple dollars on me to say, here, thank you so much, to buy some food. Come on. Anyway, that wasn't happening. I still ain't said nothing. Ooh-wee. But then one Sunday, he said he was going to the store to get something. I said, hey, why are you to the store? Why don't you go get me a couple chickens, right? Some whole chickens that I can cook the dinner tonight. And I said, and then, get some, whatever. I mentioned a couple more things, right? Maybe about 5 things he can get from the store. Altogether, it probably wouldn't have cost him more than $25, $30 at the most. He got wrinkles in his forehead. I said, oh. I said, I know you not knocking your face up at me. Ain't not country. I said, I know you ain't knocking your face up at me. He said, no, ma'am. I said, yes, you is. I said, what's wrong with you? He said, ain't nothing wrong with me. I said, oh, yeah, there's something wrong with you. I said, look, I'm picking up what you putting down. I pulls out energy all day long, shoot. Let me tell you what's going to happen right now. Now I'm hot. I said, I know you ain't got no attitude because I told you to get some groceries from the store. You've been eating from my house for the last 2 and 3 weeks. Eating, driving my car, eating, living up here. I said for free. And I asked you to get something to eat and you act like you get some attitude for over $30? I said, boy, it's about time for you to get on up out of here and go back home, ain't it? It's about time for you to go. And my daughter was sitting back there. She was real quiet. I said, and take your wife with you. I said, because look, I don't do them. I said, I don't do them. I wouldn't come to your house and not help you with anything I could help you with because I'm staying at your house. And you was gracious enough to give me a place to stay when I didn't have one. I said, you wouldn't have to ask me for anything because I've been doing it from the gate. I said, I've been around that. I said, when y'all got off from work, I had the house clean. You would have dinner cooked. I said, I'm doing all that kind of stuff because you know why? Because I'm showing you I appreciate everything you do for me. I'm old school all day. I said, and I asked you to do something, and you got your face nodded up at me. I said, oh, it's about time for y'all to get back home. Mm-hmm. I said, go check the water today and see if the water's down for y'all to go across that road to get back to your house, right? And then that Friday, they went back home because I meant that thing. So that Friday, he brought the Saturday, I was at a blues festival. Having a good time at a blues festival. Oh yeah, I gets back home and I sees my car backed up by my garage. And I could tell, by the way my car was backed up, that he said when he backed my car up, I got my truck now. I don't need your car and I'm done. The car was talking to me. I said, what he say? I'm looking at my car, the way it was backed up, all halfway sloppy up in my driveway. I said, ooh, wait a minute, he ain't going there with me. First thing I did, grab my keys. I looked inside. It ain't clean. I already saw from the outside it wasn't clean. So I said, I know the inside wasn't going to be clean. Then I turned the ignition, and it was on like maybe a little over a quarter of a tank of gas. Y'all remember the contract? Okay, we get ready to work this one. I gets up in the house, and I sends him a message. I said, hey, texting, right? I said, hey. I said, I see you brought my car back. Number one, you never sent me a message and told me that you brought my car back. That's one. I said, which told me that you didn't appreciate the fact you using my car for almost a month. Number two, my car ain't clean, inside nor out. Number three, I ain't got no gas in my car on no full. I said, so y'all need to do something. Oh boy. My daughter calls me. So I know he was running his track with her. So she calls me. I don't know what she was thinking about. She forgot who I was. She called me and said, Mama, it wasn't on the full tank when we got it. I said, girl, I didn't care. I don't care. It was blinking on E. That was not what we talked about. Read your daggone text. I said, put me on speaker, first of all. Put me on speaker. So he can hear me. Because I don't repeat myself at once. Put me on speaker. I said, now let me say this to you. Let me tell you this. I said, did I not tell y'all when you use my car? Read your daggone text while I'm talking to you. Didn't I say put my car back on full and also clean my car? Yes, ma'am. I said, so why is it not done? I said, y'all better find a way to get here and give me my money to fill my car up. That's one thing. I said, and take my car in the road and vacuum that bad boy out because y'all been using it and clean my car out. You can clean it in the backyard for all I don't care, but it's going to be clean. I said, so y'all need to get here. And I said, it ain't going to take you all night to get here. I said, because you didn't even say thank you for letting me use. I said, you could have sent me a text and said, Mama, thank you so much for let me use your car. And we appreciate everything you done for us and to stay there, everything. I said, but y'all put my car there like y'all told me, kiss your daggone tail. And you know I don't do none of that. I said, now I got some attitude. I said, so bring my money and come get my daggone junk straightened out, right? Because I did you a favor. You didn't do me none. Now I'm hot, right? That I bet within an hour they was there and they got my junk straight. And then he come in the house and hand me a $20 bill. And that knot was in his forehead again. And I looked at him, I said, let me tell you something. I said, we ain't gonna discuss it ever again. But let me tell you something. I said, I don't care what you decide to do with my daughter. That's you and her life. I said, don't you walk up in my house with no knock up in your daggone forehead like you got something you want to tell me. He said, I said, no, you was saying a whole lot. You just wouldn't open your mouth. I said, but I hear everything. I said, I'm going to tell you something right now. I said, but another time you're going to need something, don't ask me. Ask your mama. Ask your daddy. You ask her mama. And her mama helped you out. Where was your mama and daddy at? I said, boy, don't you try that junk with me. I said, but don't ask me no more, okay? And especially when you're going to get an attitude when I tell you do what you said you was going to do from the gate. Clear? And so we were done. And so now, I said all of that to say this. Folks need to live up to what they say they're going to do. You know, because I'm about integrity. Don't tell me something you cannot fulfill. Just say I'm going to try. Don't say I'm gonna. Because if you say I'm gonna, I'm sitting by propped up waiting for the gonna. That's who I is. Because if I tell you I'm gonna, you can guarantee it. Now, what I tell people a lot of time, I say if it's possible or the Lord's will, I will do thus and thus. That way, if I don't, you're not holding me to it. But if I tell you now, it is January the 31st, and it is 2 degrees outside, but I got some blueberries in my backyard. You need to get your bucket and come on over here because I got some blueberries in my backyard. Somebody say, "Hey, nobody got no blueberries in January. It's cold it is." If I said I got them, you better come and get them because that's who I stand for, the truth. And I'm only going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to stand for the truth, and I'm going to live the truth. So when you come to me, you better be truthful. Hope you enjoyed Jenny O y'all today. I have had a blast. I just had to pull back some memories to make myself laugh and hopefully make you laugh and just think for a little bit. You be blessed. Let your light so shine. Blessings.